Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. It is Real Talk Thursday. We are now in Virginia, and we are flying home today, so keep us in your prayers. I know the weather has been a little crazy back there, and I know I'll probably look a little road-weary crazy myself. Haven't shaved or anything, but we've had an absolute good time, me and my boys. Kind of continuing the theme of Father's Day, I want to start with the verse out of the book of John 11:35, that says, Jesus wept. It's the shortest verse in the entire Bible, but one thing it shows is that Jesus was a real man. He suffered real emotion, and he had real feelings. And I think as men, sometimes we want to try to be John Wayne all the time and act like we're strong all the time and we have no real emotion. And guys, I'm here to tell you, as a father, that's the worst thing you can do to your kids, because they think that if they ever have an emotional moment that something's wrong with them. You know, there are times to be weak and there's a time to be strong. And if your kids are scared during a storm, I understand it's important to reassure them. But they also need to see real emotion that come from you. You know, that's one thing I've always tried to do is make sure my kids understood what real emotion was and exactly what that looked like. Because if we're going to be like Jesus, and then the verse John 11:35 says Jesus wept, then how come we're not also supposed to do the same thing? Because if someone passes away, could be even a pet, you know, and it's okay to cry, and your kids need to know it's okay to cry. The worst thing you can do as a father is belittle your kids for having real emotion. A lot of times as dads, it's like, man, you got to tough it up, you know, don't cry, you know, you're being a big baby. And again, you know, you've got to make you got to make that emotion kind of fit the scenario. And so it's okay to be sad. You know, I'm not talking about allowing the kid to cry over spilt milk all the time, but I'm talking about letting them know if someone does die or there's a big life change, it's okay to show real emotion. Again, the worst thing you can do is let your kids believe that it is a sign of weakness to cry. Because if Jesus wept, again, I cannot emphasize this enough. That's the same thing your kids need to understand. But, you know, if there's a tornado coming, a major storm, and your kids are afraid, you bet you need to show them that you do have a strong faith in Christ and that everything's going to be okay. But again, through those changes in life lessons, if Jesus wept, it's okay for them to do that also. What I'm really driving home today is you need to be real with your kids. You really do. And the worst thing you can do is be fronting all the time, and that your kids never really see what real emotion is. And so something to think about. Looking forward to concluding this tomorrow being Friday, but I hope it has possibly spoke to you a little bit. But again, keep us in your prayers, and we will talk to you hopefully from Texas on Friday. Bam! Have a great day.